Greetings everybody, Fu here with a supplemental video on how to do the calves for the Republic Commando. Okay, so with the TZA kit, in the initial video I show you how to reconstruct basically the front by adding a split and doing an overlapping front, because one of the issues I had was that I couldn't get my foot through the opening with a solid calf. And that's how the PA calves were set up, with the left to right. With the front back I had to do the modification. So someone had talked to me about a switch that they found that worked, so I want to share that all with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a left-to-right shim, and first off I'm going to cut strips of ABS that are about the right length. Let me put the camera down here and we'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. So I go ahead and I match it in the back edge there, and I pinch it along the edge. And I get to the end, it's a little long, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the score and snap here. Make my mark, take my razor, just score it one time, grab the end with some pliers, and it snaps right off. Nice clean line, and then it's going to fit in my piece okay. So if you look into the curve of the thigh, obviously that's not going to match up. And if I push it in here, it's going to hang out that way. So we're going to use our nice cheapy $10 heat gun we got at Harbor Freight, and we're going to bend that a little bit. So let me get the camera readjusted here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press it with my hands to the curved calf, and then I'm just going to make a mark of where it hits that first spot right here where I need to make my heat bend. So I'll take my heat gun and I'm going to place it on 2 just to go a little quicker, and I'm going to put some tension on it, some pressure on it, so it's bending at that spot, heating it up, moving the heat gun around, and you'll feel the plastic start to get a little softer. And there we go, it's nice and supple. So while it's still soft, I'm going to put it in position, put a clamp right in the notch, another clamp right above the notch, and then I'll put one further up into the curve and one further down into the curve. So I've still got, just like I was going to shim it, but what I end up with is it actually is forming it right to it, so my shim will line up perfectly with the edge. So you're going to do that for both sides. And then the fix I wanted to show you was to do it solid. So go ahead and tape them together just to see what it looks like. Now the issue I ran into is if I try to go through this way, I cannot get my foot through. Well, somebody said, hey Fu, turn it around. So seems a little counterintuitive, but if you go backwards, hey, look at that, foot goes through, and then you can spin it back to where you need to be. Same thing getting it off backwards, scoot your foot right out, there you go. So that will cut down on your production time and your amount of glue and headaches tremendously by just doing a solid calf, and you'll be much happier with it in the end. So for those of you new to the RC project, this will be a big help to you. Those of you that did it the old way, sorry. It's a learning process, and I'm just glad we could share that with others. We'll see you soon.